This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Megas, and I want to discuss one of the things of E3 that I feel is going to be highly controversial over the months, only because it's going to spark a interesting debate. So during Sony's press conference, they announced that Black Ops 3 will start a new trend where all of the DLC for the Call of Duty games will appear on the PlayStation platform first. If you remember, for the entirety of all of last generation up until Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Microsoft had always had the rights to that DLC 3 months before Sony did. So it was something that was a huge deal back then for console players, especially extremists for Call of Duty. They really hated the idea that if they played it on PlayStation, they couldn't get access to that DLC for quite a while. So much so that you probably had a lot of people who jumped ship or who had both consoles and would purchase Call of Duty first or only on the Xbox 360 just so they can get that access to that stuff. And Call of Duty at the time when it happened was just gaining steam and really popular. Now we move to a time where Call of Duty is still extremely popular. Don't get it twisted. Still a $1 billion a year franchise, but you hear a lot more people rumbling, being dissatisfied with where the direction the series is going, and sales have slipped somewhat. Not significant enough for Activision to be too worried, but definitely enough to bring to light a pattern that could be emerging and that could become a huge thing sooner than later. Now, what is the impact of this? Oh, the Switch. Me personally, I think it has some impact, but not the impact that I think was intended. Again, I am one of those people who don't believe in the whole Call of Duty is dead thing. I think people who say that kind of aren't paying attention to what's going on. What's going on is Call of Duty is dead for them. But as far as for the whole, no, it's far from dead. Again, they've had some significant slippage. Probably not for that franchise, but for most gaming franchises, that slippage kind of could be worrisome. The thing is, Call of Duty is still big on the competitive gaming circuit. Still make tons of money off of that. And again, like I said, it's still generating $1 billion a year and still has been in the last almost 10 years the best-selling gaming franchise out there. Last year, Call of Duty ranked top. Oddly enough, in the top 10 was Call of Duty Ghosts, and Call of Duty Ghosts was not only in the top 10, but it was in the top 10 of game sales for the entire year on the old gen consoles. That should tell you something. Call of Duty is still very popular. The 360 version was the 7th best-selling game of last year. Look it up, people. It's crazy. Fucking crazy. So how you can claim that that series is dead, I have no idea. That being said, now that Sony gets the DLC first, is this going to make the PlayStation 4 the platform? I personally don't think so. Simply because a lot of money and time has been invested in developing the competitive scene for Call of Duty on Xbox, and I do believe that's one of the reasons why Ghost was able to garner so many sales last year on the 360, because the competitive scene is still utilizing the 360 versions of games, and I believe that they went with the Xbox One as the definitive. A lot of competitive Call of Duty players tend to prefer being on an Xbox, so it still has a significant foothold on the Microsoft platforms as well as the gaming community. It may not be a part of your world, but hey, it's still big. It's still a big deal. And I don't know if we'll ever see competitive gamers decide, you know what, now that all the DLC is going to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, let's switch it up. Although I think these are just PlayStation 4. This is PlayStation 4 from now on for Call of Duty. I hope. I have to check that. I'm not a fan of Call of Duty, so I'm not that knowledgeable about that series. But until they make that mental shift to the PlayStation 4 for competitive gaming, I don't know how big of an impact Sony getting this beyond rubbing it a little in Microsoft's face is going to do. We have to see if there's going to be a tectonic shift in the competitive gaming scene. If that happens, then yeah, this is definitely a huge thing. But until then, it's just big as far as psychological warfare in this competitive thing that they have between these the two console companies. I don't see it being like a huge deal. It's not because, like I said, Call of Duty's not dead, even though people think it is, but because I think the biggest, more loyal fan base of that game are the competitive gamers, and they're going to probably not want to switch over unless they have no choice. And I don't think that they're at the point where they don't have a choice yet, but we shall see. Definitely shall see. Anyway, you guys hit me up, let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black, making them out. Deuces.